a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So the Clemson Tigers offense comes onto the field first today. We get a look at the guy the quarterback will be looking for, T.J. Moore. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't mind playing for these schools because they develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletic ability that are playmakers, and it's no different today. Palmer, talk about these two dudes.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, they fit this game and the tradition of both these schools, putting out All-American receivers, Bolitnikoff winners, first-round draft picks at the position, and you've got two of those guys here in this game. They're each going to get a bunch of balls thrown their way. They're both so dangerous after the catch. This is a quarterback's dream to get a chance to play in either of these two offenses. This one's going to be fun.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And Reese, obviously you were talking about this guy earlier, and listen, you don't have to overthink this thing on offense, right? Just get our best playmaker the football as often as we can, and there you do it.
Here's a little room there. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets into the 40, and it's a first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He unleashes a long one. He is in! Touchdown, Clemson! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, that couldn't have gone.
So great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. So LSU's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. A matchup that we're going to lock in on left side of the line and whether they can keep this edge rusher at bay. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Right back to him on the ground. Open space at the 25. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the lane.
Takes the handoff. It's Hall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Pulls it, fired complete. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Punts it out of the air. At the 40, there he goes. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. Clemson is quick to the line.
And another big play for this offense. How about this offense coming out on fire, throwing the football all over the yard, making big plays. This is a tough unit to stop this defense. They better find some answers, or he's going to throw for more yards in this game than he ever has.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. He'll do it himself. Fights off the defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Haynes. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
How about this signal caller today, man? It's showing you he can do it through the air and now with the legs, showing off the repertoire, showing why he is so hard to defend, and this defense is feeling it early in the football game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, going to the air. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. He'll keep it himself. Runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers.
Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. And the Tigers kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So LSU's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And we get our first look at Sam Levitt. He had a tough time getting anything started in that loss last time out. 3 interceptions and was sacked 4 times. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Third and 6 yards to go. Just feeds the running back. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Durham. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They'll operate out of split backs. The run inside. It's Haynes. On his feet at the 40. Finding some room. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Clemson. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact. They do in situations like that. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Back to the ground with the running back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
On third down, here's Durham. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Clemson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The Tigers are marching down the field. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Green. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Fakes to grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Running right, it's Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitz.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Man, you can just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that first down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this first down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
He lets one fly deep. Upstairs he's got it. Smashes ahead. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They want to throw it. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing... got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the grab. Could be an outlet. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Holly, what update do you have for it?
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Third down from the gun, Lewis. Got a man in the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Here's a give to Durham. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Lewis throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man on the right. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. But look at this, they're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the LSU Tigers and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, he has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tigers offense will get the ball first, and they'll put their fate in the hands of this transfer junior quarterback. He had a tough time getting anything started in that loss last time out. 3 interceptions and was sacked 4 times. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. They'll go right back to it. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd down, here's Durham. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run for it. It's Durham. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Running inside. It's Haynes. Running behind those pads. He gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Going to the run. It's Haynes. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And, guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Makes it past the marker. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Might be changing the route. On 1st down, it's Durham again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. Got his man. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting the playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can...
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And they tacked on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, he's got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. And because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out. Much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They feed him again. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Moving out to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball on the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a... He smashes his way through again. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Turns it loose deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
You know, this is a very well-rounded defensive line. They play this 4-3 scheme. They've got guys up front that keep their gap integrity against the run, but they can also win one-on-one against the pass. And you just saw the speed off the edge by that DN.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
You just have not seen this. Looked very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Right on the money. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Snap from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll take it on the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job. Man, you've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to Caden Durham. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive runs.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Levin. He's got the tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Pressure coming. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Haynes. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Shakes off the defender. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Makes the grab. It's Green. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. Wants to throw it again. Under fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Quarterback extends the play. Unleashes one. Wide open, makes the catch. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be caked from 21 yards out. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Marshall Thundering Herd. And it's the Nittany Lions looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game in Death Valley. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above our drop.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive. There he goes! Got enough for the first. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. To the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to set up the screen. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Absolutely center cut. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Levitt. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25, and they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Picks up the first down. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the air on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Here's a heat. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Oh, he got loose. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the third down and goal.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tight end now in motion. They'll start on the ground with Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He takes it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. And he pumps it up inside the 20. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back to throw, it's Levin. Bringing the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. They'll wrap him up, and he is stopped well short of the first down mark. This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside, it's Haynes. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Gets away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. From the gun on third down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage. Touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Levin. Fires to the right. And here's the third interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gets the back moving. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Haynes. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Direct snap. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And he makes the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. That's caught. It's Watkins. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Looking downfield, it's Clemson. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked him right into the ground.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end and covered.
Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Finds his man. It's Brown. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Clemson. He turns that loose down the right side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. blasted as he lets it go.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit.
Trying to get behind the defense. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Just a terrible, terrible mistake. So instead of getting off the field on 4th down, the offense has a 1st and 10. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Hauls it in. Touchdown LSU. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point splits the uprights. They took it 68 yards on that drive. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Left side, Wesco makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside. It's Johnson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now on 1st down from the 28. Rides the option. He keeps it. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
They want that clock to run. And just went.